stayed critical yesterday.
Good morning, folks. We're back in the North Pole Hoops at Humber College today. It's day 2 of the WNPA playoffs. This time it is the consolation bracket. It's Orangeville taking on St. Jude's Academy. I'm Anthony Marinoff alongside with Jacob Ewing, and we're going to be with you the entire day calling all these amazing WNPA games. Jacob, this game, while not a playoff game, is still on the consolation bracket. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's going to be a good game. I'm excited for another day. We had great competition yesterday. I got to watch and call this St. Jude's team that unfortunately took an 82-72 loss to Edge, where they were actually chasing majority of the game. Edge just played phenomenally. Despite St. Jude actually winning both the games in the regular season against Edge, they just came out firing on all cylinders. St. Jude also missing 3 of their star players, so playing a bit down, having to use their depth. They're looking to rebound today, playing Orangeville Prep, a team that they have faced before. Orangeville taking that one to the final score of 83-63 back just about a month ago. But hey, chance for revenge here today.
Well, you know, both of these teams, not the results that they would have liked, but they're going to face off here today. And we're still early on here, just not even a minute into this game, as that 3-ball falls for Orangeville. The starters for the day. For St. Jude's, it's number 1, Sophie Munn, number 6, Alicia Money, number 12, Davina Grant, number 2, Ashlyn Krause, and number 9, Marilla Hofke. On the other side for Orangeville Prep, the starters for the day are number 13, Maya Manners, number 4, Sierra Cahoon, number 3, Aria Cumberbatch, number 1, Emma Firth, and number 25, Leah Christopher. Good ball movement here. Orangeville Prep, but now tied up down low. Christopher gets tied up. Orangeville will keep possession.
That was Money there in the defense, just hounding the Orangeville Prep player in the paint. That's exactly what she brings to this lineup, Anthony. We're going to see this many times throughout the game. She's hard, aggressive on defense, making it easy to get easy buckets.
As that ball drops for Emma Firth, she's on the board. Here comes Munn. Grant drives. It's going to be an offensive foul turnover. Charge drawn there by Cahoon.
Yeah, just phenomenal. She was backpedaling for most of it, but just sets her feet in time, takes the contact, and now has the possession. That is perfect defense there by Cahoon.
Pass deflected. St. Jude's doubling up top. Down low. There's Christopher. Goes up. Right-handed hook. Drops.
You can see the foot movement there by Christopher. She gets it in the paint and kind of does a spin move with the defender on her back. Opens up some space and an easy layup.
Had the open corner shot and decided to outtake it herself. And Orangeville get the steal. Ball poked away. Fast break thwarted. All right. Grant still with it. She drives, goes up with the right-hand layup. Fouled. She's going to go to the line. A couple of free throws, a chance to get St. Jude's on the board today.
And Grant averaging 3.6 points a game. Did play a significant amount of minutes yesterday against Edge due to needing the depth to step up. But they need some depth scoring, especially today. Sophie Munn had herself a phenomenal game yesterday. She dropped 36 points, Anthony, a career high for Sophie Munn, or a season high for sure. And while second in scoring was actually, it was surface, but Grant did only have, I believe, 2 points. So you gotta get this depth going a little bit, because Sophie Munn, that is just, listen, 36 points is phenomenal, but is it stable and is it repeatable again here today? Probably not. So you need someone to step up and get some points as well.
Talking about the 36-point score. She fires from deep. That one short, but St. Jude's offensive rebound. Ball pass inside. Hook shot goes up. Doesn't hit anything, and Orangeville come away with it. Referee says foul. Orangeville gonna keep it. But like you said, yeah, you need some depth scoring. Can't really be one-woman action here. You need some help on the team, obviously, right?
Surface did just check into this game, so she'll get her first minutes. And as I mentioned, someone who I expect to be big on the offense. I believe we'll have our first timeout called here early on at St. Jude in Orangeville.
From Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We're back out of the timeout, folks. Orangeville here, lead 7-2. Pass inside to Christopher. Goes up yet again, and Christopher has another layup.
Yeah, she does it again. Great pass from the outside to the inside. Christopher gets swarmed by 4 defenders, but able to spin out of it again. Another fancy footwork play there.
Steal by Firth. Firth on the fast break, goes up with the left, drops. How about Leah Firth, that is. Getting the pass inside to Christopher now in the fast break there, doing all the dirty work for this Orangeville Cup team. Grant swings it to Sam. Back to Grant. Grant pulls from the mid-range. Too strong. Rebounded there by Emma Firth. Now to Christopher. Grant's pass half court to Firth. Back to Christopher. Fouled, gonna go to the line.
Yeah, you can already tell in the early stages of this game, Anthony, that St. Jude's has got to figure out a way to shut down Christopher. Already 4 points on the paint and an opportunity to get 6. And still has that opportunity as she heads to the line, but the big man for St. Jude's gotta be a bit stronger. You see the newly subbed in Marila Leach to potentially shut that Purchase. Pardon me.
As a Balkan man myself, I know that those names are tough.
Yeah, apologies to Plipchits, but yeah, she'll sub in, and she played a big role yesterday as the big player of the paint.
Here's Firth. Fires from deep, short. Nice offensive rebound there, and back up it goes for number 13. Maya Manners. Grant. Put the ball yet again. Sam. Kicks it outside. Surface inside down low. That pass on the money, and it goes to Alicia Money as she gets on the board. Pass deflected out of bounds, and Orangeville Prep going to keep possession, but good defense here by St. Jude's in this full court press. What lots of deflections it seems, and causing some havoc here for this Orangeville Prep team.
Well, they find themselves in a deficit right now with 10 points, and I think early on that was because of the lack of pressure giving Orangeville time, so they've upped it a little bit here, down by 10, trying to create some turnovers.
Firth, outside to go Firth. In the corner, 3-ball, that looks like it was blocked off the fingertips of Orangeville, and St. Jude's takes over. Mavis, Coco Sam will inbound, does not brings it up. Davina Grant, the main ball handler here today. Goes up with the left, doesn't hit anything. Now back up his Manners to Firth. Back up top. Manners to the corner. Firth, corner 3. Firth, yes! Leah Firth.
That is practically the same play we just witnessed, Anthony. They take it into the plate, then they kick it back out. They swing it around, and they like the corner 3. This one hits.
Beautiful ball movement. For sure, as now Grant drives, gets it to Surface. Pass played inside to Plivchich. Plivchich goes up with it, no good. Offensive rebound there to Ife. Now Grant up again off the backboard and in. Banner's pass played up ahead, out of bounds, and St. Jude's gets the ball back. Down 11. Quick substitutes coming in here as Sophie Mark checks back into the game.
I expect her and Grant to kind of go in and out this entire game. The two main ball handlers are two very capable players, as well as Surface, who now brings the ball to court for St. Jude's.
Sierra Cahoon also checked in for Orangeville. Surface goes up with the right, a little bit too strong. Cahoon, lead pass all the way up, wide open underneath is Ginto, excuse me. Natalie Ginto. First action. Plivchich fouled.
It's a little aggressive from behind there was Leah Firth as they give it to Plivchich in the paint as the two big players go to battle. Up and down on the baseline for St. Jude's.
Layla Christopher checks back into the game. Sophie Munn from deep. Marn on knee. How about that? Sophie Munn picking up on that trick from yesterday.
And that's what she brings to this game, Anthony. Don't be surprised if she goes on a streak here.
Firth, back out. Here's Manos. Back to Firth. Back to Manos. Pass to Christopher. Now Firth. There's a steal by Surface. Plivchich, lead pass up to Sam. Sam to Munn. Good job by Orangeville getting back, but Munn has some space, fires short. Here comes a drive. That ball just rolls off the rim. St. Jude's going to inbound. Cahoon unable to get that to drop.
Substitution coming in here for Orangeville. Looks to be Madigan joining the game.
St. Jude's back up, foul. Good job there by Ife to draw the foul.
And more about Fiona Madigan. She is committed to a part of me, that is Cumberbatch. We have a little bit of number error on our player's D. So yeah, let me tell you about Cumberbatch. 2028 grad joins the ballgame.
Seeing her first minutes today. Cumberbatch.
As once mentioned, Fiona Madigan not playing in today's game. I was going to mention she's committed to Northern Illinois University. So some NCAA talent on this Orangeville team.
Tons and tons of NCAA talent scattered throughout North Carolina and the NBA. So just goes to show how much Canadian basketball is growing, all those different players, different places, different heights, different styles of playing. Just goes to show how well this league is developing these players and their coaches and training about those.
And the best thing about it is we get it all front row seat action of it this week. I'm so excited, even just yesterday, seeing the capability of all of these players and just thinking of what will they become in the future and what their future holds is very exciting.
St. Jude's draws the foul. Alimi gonna go to the line.
Of another free throw here from St. Jude's. That one is good.
Yeah, Alimi going 2 for 2 from the line. Here come Orangeville now, seeing their lead dwindle down a little bit. Nice steal there. Again, Alimi on the drive, goes up. No good, but Surface there for the cleanup and gets the friendly bounce. 5-point game here. This full court press seems to be working for St. Jude's.
Yeah, very well executed here from St. Jude's. Once down by 10, now only 5.
Foul down low, Christopher getting hacked. Foul is called against Marilla Plivchich.
Don't be surprised if those two continue to battle, as Orangeville has had a lot of success going down in the paint to Christopher, and while Plivcic is her matchup.
Blocked there by Ife. Ball finally finds Firth. Pass to Christopher, can't quite handle it, and finally Sam comes away with it from St. Jude's. Sam spins, goes up with the right, fouled, and Bayless Coco, Sam is gonna go to the line.
This good play to drive the basket there. She had two defenders in front of her, and the Orangeville defender had her back turned to Sam, so might as well go up because arms are being flung around, so you're gonna get contact eventually, and she did. Earns herself a couple of free throws.
Yeah, it was a good job drawing the foul as number 2, Ashlyn Krause, checks into the game for St. Jude's. On the other side, Maya Manners checked in for Orangeville. Sam goes 2 for 2 from the line. Now a one-possession game. Both teams in the bonus. Firth dribbling around, surveying, has some space, decides to fire, and Firth makes St. Jude's pay. Wide open there.
Absolutely makes them pay as no one picks her up, does a little spin, says, oh, thank you very much, fires it, and it's green.
Alimi gets it to Sam. Sam, crossover. Sam with the right-hand floater off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. St. Jude's going to get one more chance here. Alimi to inbound. Pass inside to Krause. Krause, hook shot, too strong. Rebounded by Firth. Emma Firth swings it around. Drive here, back outside to Ginto. Ginto to Firth. Firth taking on the smaller surface, has to go up and through the contact, gets the deuce.
Yes, nice bucket there. Just takes it inside, has the mismatch, as you mentioned, Anthony, with the smaller defender, just puts it over top of her.
Nice left-handed floater there by Surface. Gets on the board. Now Manners driving, pushing the pace inside to Christopher. Christopher spins again, goes up, blocked by Ife. That's her second rejection. Alimi crosses half court. Uses the Sam screen. Alimi fires the mid-range two. Might have gotten a piece of that. Ball staying with St. Jude. 16 seconds remains in this first quarter. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Orangeville up 24-18. And Alimi to inbound. Gets it into Sam. Sam drives, goes up with the left, fouled. She was hacked, and she's going to go to the line for a couple more free throws.
Very ambitious drive there. Found her lane and just stuck to it. And that's what happens. You'll earn good things when you are ambitious, and she'll have a couple free throws here to try to capitalize on them.
Sam misses the first free throw. Now 2 for 3 on the day.
Sam only averaging 1 point per game, but the way she's playing here this morning definitely looks like she's going to pass that average.
Well, she's up to 3 points now, all coming from the charity stripe. Now Manners. Pass is stolen by Sam. It's a 3-on-1 here. Pass is taken away by Manners. Gets the steal back. Manners with 1 second left has to put it up. And the half-court heave is off the mark. That does it for the first quarter. Orangeville leads 24-19 over St. Jude's. That's the end of 10 minutes, but we got 10 more. And then the second half after that. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll be back after this short break.
Welcome to the new era of basketball. They doubted you. They overlooked you. They didn't believe in you. But now, everything changes. No more sidelines. No more being underrated. No more sleeping. It's time for your game to speak. NPA has traveled the world. We've connected with the top players. We've built this stage. And now, it's time. Time for the game to rise. Time for you to rise. Time for the basketball world to wake up. Welcome to the new era of basketball.
We are back, folks. Second half here. St. Jude's inbounding the ball. They trail by 5. Munn with it. Now to Surface. Surface, mid-range. Spills out. Rebounded there by Sunkel. Back out to Surface. Now Grant. Grant trying to get it to Munn. Munn catches. Munn fires. Munn bangs home the trifecta. Nice play there. Christopher now looking to respond to Firth. Back outside. 3-ball off the mark, off the fingertips of Christopher, and St. Jude's gets it back. It's a 2-point game now. But coming out of the, coming into the second quarter, a nice play there by St. Jude's. You see that little Iverson cut, so to say, by Munn, getting herself an open look. Kraus now up top. Sunkel with the face mask. Here's Munn. Munn fires from way deep. Maybe a little too deep as that goes out of bounds.
And she's not afraid, though, to take an opportunity. She shot 19 3-balls yesterday. So not afraid to take the shot. And obviously it pays off because she's a great shooter with dropping 36 points yesterday. But just not afraid, which is always good to see.
It's a 19 threes. That's insane. Orangeville doesn't get that one. Kraus reels it in.
I think it's more or less when the offense needs something at the end of the shot clock, they give it to Munn, and she's not afraid to shoot.
Ball goes up. Sunkel. That goes out of bounds off the top of the rim. Backboard. Turnover. And Orangeville get it. Manners. Swings it over to Ginto. Ginto to Christopher. Back up to Firth. Now Manners wide open from the left wing. Too strong. St. Jude's gonna take over possession yet again. Stringing together some good stops here. St. Jude's are.
That was calculated offense though by Orangeville. Great ball movement. They get the look they're looking for. Just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, broke that press quite easily this time around. Just unfortunately couldn't get it. Munn. That's gonna be an offensive foul here. Illegal screen, they're gonna say. Sunkel drawing the foul.
Yeah, Sunkel just got the hands up there on the Orangeville defender as they kind of just got tangled in. Once you got to get the hands up and you're in close proximity with an opposing player, an easy call.
Manners to Firth. Back inside to Manners. Back outside. Here's another 3. That's too strong there. Surface rebound. Off the leg of Christopher. Smart IQ play there. Surface saw that she was trapped in the corner and said, "I'll just throw it off your leg and get a nice easy inbound here."
Yeah, it's one of those things that don't show up on the stat sheet, but for sure add a different element to your game if you got the IQ like that from Surface.
Here comes Munn. Drives, goes up with the right. Ball rolls around the rim and in. Munn now up to 8 points. Manners in the corner. Firth drives, goes up with the left. Offensive rebound. Nice passing here. Firth up top. Ginto from the right wing, too strong. And Grant tracks it down. Davina Grant. Calling for a play, uses the Kraus screen. Kicks it outside to Surface, now to Munn. Munn guarded by Firth. Munn, shot clock at 4. Grant in the corner. Davina Grant from the corner.
Yeah, that was all created there by Sophie Munn. She drives to the baseline, sees a teammate in the corner, and dimes her up.
Beautiful pass, swing pass, one hand. Nice play. Firth drives, pops the mid-range. That is going to be an and one, it seems. A chance at a three-point play.
Again, I still think Orangeville, their offense has been really well operated so far. Despite the score, they are up by 10. Now it's a tie game. So the momentum is swinging to St. Jude's, but Orangeville's offense is playing pretty well. They're getting the shots they want, Anthony, but I think it's more or less just haven't been able to capitalize on the opportunities.
Yeah, like you said, they're generating good quality looks. Just can't get them to fall. Is now Surface in the corner. Grant again from the corner. That one too strong. Munn, offensive rebound blocked. Manners pushes it. Ball gets deflected. But Firth inside to Ginto, and that is going to be hit out of bounds by Grant. Good job by St. Jude's just getting deflections and slowing down that fast break, not letting the Orangeville Prep take the lead again.
Yeah, it was the best possible situation there for St. Jude's. Fast transition from Orangeville, caught all their defenders up the court. Grant hustled back, got a hand on it, out of bounds, and will allow for a substitution, and most importantly, her defense to get set up.
Firth to Christopher. Back up to Ginto. Here's Firth on the right. Yes. Orangeville retakes the lead.
They've had those looks all game long. It's just about capitalizing. As it been said, swinging around, open shot. That one's money.
Their fourth three of the day. Emma Firth accounting for 2 of them. Here's a steal by Ginto now. Nice way to split the double team. Firth again. Passes it up to Ginto. Now Manners to the corner. Other side. Firth from the left. And that's another one. This time it's Leah Firth.
That's Firth's second three, 2 for 4, shooting 50% from beyond the arc. St. Jude's defense, very collapsed inside. They haven't been protecting the perimeter. I would expect that they would adjust.
Glivchich gives the bump to Christopher. Reverse lay. Nice move there. Created just enough space to get a nice spin. Down low. Ginto wide open again. Once more, Orangeville can't connect. Christopher, rebound, goes up. That looks like it was blocked by Ife. Referee says no block, and it's going to be a St. Jude's inbound. Although a timeout looks like it has been called, so we'll be back after this short break, but Orangeville lead 31-28 in this second quarter.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
.5:18 remains here in the first half. Orangeville up 31-28 thanks to an onslaught of three-pointers. We're back here as Davina Grant bringing the ball up. Grant swerving, probing, pass deflected. She tries to get it back, can't, and finally Manners has it. Now Firth, played up to Christopher. Now to Firth again. Here's Manners on the right. Drives. Has to pull it back. Firth to the corner. Pass deflected. Alimi with the steal. Alimi spins. Alimi with the right hand. What a play by Aliyah Alimi.
And that play all starts with a phenomenal defense from St. Jude's. They've adjusted to the swing around the perimeter from Orangeville. They had no open looks, create the turnover. Alimi with the bucket.
A beautiful spin move to bring this to a 1-point game, and St. Jude's again with the steal. Who else but Alimi? Munn fires, hits. Sophie Munn, her third three today. Game high 11 points for her. Here come Ife, yes. Timeout called by Orangeville. It is a 7-0 run by St. Jude's. Coach Warwick Manners wants to talk things over. We'll be right back after this break. We're back, folks. 4 minutes remains. It's a 7-0 run by St. Jude's. Their defense tightening up after trailing by more than double digits. They have the lead, 35-31. Firth into the corner to Manners. Manners out of the timeout, can't get the three ball to go, and Munn with the board. Dribbles around Christopher. Munn still pushing the pace. Shovel past the surface, inside to Ife. Ife to Alimi. Alimi, mid-range shot, wide open, can't get it to fall. St. Jude's will get one more opportunity though. 13 seconds remains on the shot clock. Surface catches, inside to Ife. Surface thought about it, she drives. Nice roll there, but turnover, good read by Firth to get the steal. Manners now. To the corner, Cumberbatch. Back out to Manners. Manners, mid-range, elbow, jumper, no. Alimi, rebound. Munn fires again. Munn can't get it to fall. And Plivchich trying to save it. Doesn't get there in time. Out of bounds.
That is Sophie Munn's 9th three-pointer today. So almost on pace to match or even take over the amount she had yesterday. She's hit 3 of them, so 3 for 9. That's a 33% shooting percentage. Not bad, but is that the option that you really want? That was a pretty far off the three-point line, and yes, she's a sharp shooter, but sometimes I'd like to see her move the ball a little bit more.
Christopher, yes. Christopher living inside the paint, all of her points coming from there. Just way too big down low. Doing a good job with a soft touch around the rim. Now Alimi, she kicks it back out to Munn, but that goes out of bounds. Not exactly on the same page there. And it's a turnover. Manners gets it. Corner pass to Firth. Inside to Christopher. She's doubled. Christopher has to go somewhere with it. Goes with the reverse, can't get it to fall. It's going to be a jump ball, and St. Jude's, excuse me, no, Orangeville will get the ball.
That was a great play there by Cumberbatch. She was outsized by Kraus, who's 6'3". There's about 5-inch difference between those two players, but good on Cumberbatch to get the jump ball.
Pass outside to Firth. Off the mark, they say shot clock violation anyway, and that is a turnover. The St. Jude's defense really turning up here in the second quarter.
Almost night and day from where it was in the first quarter. There's been no easy shots for Orangeville here in the second quarter.
Nice cross by Surface. Here comes Money. No. Jump ball. And they're saying St. Jude's now gets a second chance.
Another battle there between Cumberbatch and Kraus. Those two just going board for board.
Ball played up to Money. Munn. She's being hounded by Manners. Kicks it to Money. Shot clock winding down. It's going to be 3 in the key. Offensive 3 in the key, so a turnover.
Dang, you don't see those called too often.
You don't. I was going to say that too, yeah. But, hey, good on the ref for being aware there.
Turnover, and now St. Jude's gets it back.
Yeah, just another miscommunication there. Leah Firth had her back turned, trying to move herself to the corner, and that one ends up in the seats.
Ginto back into the game for Manners. Surface bringing up the ball. Uses the cross screen. Surface. Pass inside is rejected. Finally gets it to Money. Money outside to Alimi. Alimi goes up with the right, off the glass, too strong, but it's going to be an offensive foul. Good job there by Emma Firth, drawing a charge. The second charge they've drawn today.
Yeah, she is phenomenal playing. She also plays for Kia Nurse Elite. She's a member of that team, and you can see why. Just does the little things super successfully there as she, pardon me, that's Maya Manners. I'm talking about the wrong player. Apologies, but yeah, just doing the little things super successfully there as Emma Firth has actually a team high in points for Orangeville, currently sitting at 12 points. So leading the points and doing very efficiently on defense as well.
Firth kicks it to her sister. There's a 3 ball. Yes! Rattles it home. How about Leah Firth? Another 3 for her. Alimi gets it to Munn. Orangeville have retaken the lead. It's 36-35. Surface passes it to Alimi. Has to fire the 3 ball off the mark. Kraus gonna get the offensive rebound. Munn. Shot clock violation, they say. And a turnover. Oh, because the ball did not touch the rim. Looks like the shot clock was improperly reset on that possession, so. Now Ginto. Miley Ginto into the corner. Firth thought about it. She drives instead. Spins around. Right-hand layup. Might have been tipped out. Yes, it was. And that's Ife again with a block. I think that's her 3rd or 4th block of the day for Amber Ife. Christopher kicks. Nice ball moving here by Orangeville. Firth drives. Goes up off the glass. Too strong. Gets her own offensive rebound. Chamberlain fires the mid-range 2, spills out, and Ife hauls it in. Grant, with 10 seconds left in the game. Grant goes up with the left, rejected by the rim. Ginto up. Chamberlain goes up with the right hand. Chamberlain just before the halftime clock expires, and that does it. Orangeville lead 38-35. They saw their lead cut, but they regain it just before the end of the first half. This has been a back-and-forth affair here. Early lead by double digits for Orangeville. Then St. Jude's took the lead. Now back for Orangeville. They're up 38-35. That's it for the first half. But second half, we'll be back soon with some more WNPA basketball.
easy from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We go right back. Okay? You guys got to be aggressive. 6 minutes left. It's a 13-point game. Okay, this is the time. Now's the time. Stay focused.
What's going on, everyone? Mike Mikhail here. I first came into North Pole Hoops back in July of 2024 as Director of Operations. That fall-winter season was a huge moment for us. We launched the inaugural WNPA with 10 teams where Royal Crown was crowned as champion. More importantly, the feedback from teams, parents, and coaches was incredible. People loved the experience that we were building for girls basketball. But as I spent more time in the gyms, I realized something. On the boys' side, there was always more exposure platform, more visibility, more storytelling, more opportunities. And I felt like it was time to level the playing field. That's when my role naturally evolved into Director of Women's Basketball Development and Head Girls National Scout. The mission became simple: build a real ecosystem that gives these girls a spotlight they deserve. After the 24-25 fall-winter season, we launched our first ever Girls Showcase division in the spring. 6 junior teams with B1CA All-In, crowned champions. Right after that came our first ever Girls CNIT, with also 6 teams, and Drop Off Elite made history as our inaugural CNIT champion. What stood out the most wasn't just the competition. It was how the community responded. Parents, players, and coaches were excited about the way we showcased the girls. The standout articles, the stats leaders, the storylines, and more importantly, real exposure. Fast forward to today, we've grown to 33 girl teams across 4 divisions, with programs coming in from Quebec, Calgary, Saskatchewan, all across Ontario. For me, it's always been bigger than just running leagues. I take the time to really know the players, their strengths, their weaknesses, and how we can help them reach the next level. So if you're a program, a parent, or a player who wants to be part of something special, don't miss the opportunity to help us continue building this platform and giving Canadian girls the real exposure they truly deserve. Let's keep elevating Canadian women's basketball together.
They've been sleeping tons of. Wake up, wake up. Wake up is a new day, new era. Lights on, game loud, move clearer. They slept too long, now the storm got nearer. Wake up, look in the mirror. Wake up, you feel that shift in the air. Stardust burn, old crew in the flare. What's gonna shake when the dreamers declare? Wake up, we already here. Wake up, wake up. Cold floors, no name on the list. We built from the shadows, can't sleep on this. Every miss was a spark, now the flames exist. Universe are aligned, can't resist the twist. They hit snooze while we built in the dark. Now we run plays with celestial love. From the north to the world, hear the engine start. Wake up, we igniting the spark. This the moment when the lights flip.
Now I'm rising with fire from what they used to boast. Bridge culture with core, let your roots roar. From Toronto, Jeddah, Dubai, open every door. They say you're small, you don't belong in the score. But universe whisper, you built for much more. Wake up to your power, see the game wait. Cordage your voice, the hoops your stay. Every strap you grab, every shot you take. Be the message in the grind, no silent breaks. They slept on me, now I rise to the sky. Stardust in my veins, see the flame in my eye. Game speak loud, I don't need to try. From shadows to spotlight, watch me testify. Wake up the world, let them feel who we be. Roots in the ground, but a soul run free. Infinite connect, gateway to your dreams. Game speaks.
Every player deserves a chance to be seen, a chance to be heard, a chance to leverage opportunities and showcase their skills. At NPH, players and teams can create their very own unique pieces of content, from individual player and team mixtapes to feature stories, program documentaries, and live broadcast experiences. NPH creates high-quality visual content with one purpose: exposure. Canada breeds basketball talent, and the players and programs deserve a chance to showcase it. So wake up, because exposure starts here.
My name is Silky Sullivan. Who's missing is my wife, the second half of DNV Chill Cryo Wellness Spa, Verona Sullivan. We started this company, DNV Chill Cryotherapy Wellness Spa, about going on 5 years ago. We felt the need for athletes to have recovery and pain management at sporting events. Technology that we have, the device that we have, we are able to spray athletes before they play, during halftime, and after they play, because it's nothing but 60 to 90 second sessions. It reduces inflammation, it reduces swelling, it eliminates muscle soreness. It's very efficient and it's very powerful. Anywhere that they're playing a high level of basketball, they're gonna need recovery. And I must say, this is my first time in Canada. Of course, I watched the SGA, the OKC won the championship, but for me to see with my own eyes, these kids I'm very impressed. I told Tyreek that I'm very impressed with the level of play that they're playing out there. With that being said, they playing long games. Like I tell kids, you have to recover like you practice and play. They're playing every day, they're practicing every day, and they're training every day. So you have to let your body recover. And so I figure that this is something that we can come up here and help them with, and they can also help us, and we can help each other, man.
Welcome to the new era of basketball. They doubted you. They overlooked you. They didn't believe in you. But now, everything changes. No more sidelines. No more being underrated. No more sleeping. It's time for your game to speak. NPH has traveled the world. We've connected with the top players. We've built this stage. And now, it's time. Time for the game to rise. Time for you to rise. Time for the basketball world to wake up. Welcome to the new era of basketball.
We are back for the second half of some more WNPA basketball. It's St. Jude's taking on Orangeville Prep. Orangeville with a 3-point lead, 38-35. Second half underway here. Jacob, lots of lead changes, game tying shots and all that in the first half. What do you think's been going on so far? Keys to the game for each of these sides.
Well, I really want St. Jude's to be consistent with where they were at in the second quarter. They had a much better second than they had first on both sides of the ball. They kind of adjusted to Orangeville's offense, which at first was around the perimeter, and they had open looks, but St. Jude's adjusted. They kept it nice and tight, forced turnovers, and then on the offense, they got things rolling. I'd like to see a bit more depth scoring. The only one in double digits is Sophie Munn with 11 points. Other than that, it kind of dips off. And for Orangeville, obviously get back to where you were in the first corner. And we saw Christopher actually have a very solid first quarter. They got it to her in the paint. She was able to use her fancy footwork and find open shots. But in that second quarter, she was a bit more quiet. She's not on the floor right now, but when she gets back to it, I'd like to see Orangeville give her the ball a bit more.
As the two-pointer drops for St. Jude's, make this a one-point game. Here's Cahoon. Now in the corner is Manners. Back up to Cahoon. Uses the Christopher screen. Cahoon from mid-range. Too strong. Rebounded by Ife. Grant. Gives it to Alimi. Ife. Back to Grant. Bounces off her shoulder. Looked like it would have been an open look. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Grant with the right-handed scoop and score.
Just beats her with the speed there. Finds a lane, got a defender with her, but goes stride for stride and beats her right to the rim.
St. Jude's regained the lead, 39-38. Manners to the corner. Here's Chamberlain. Off the mark. Firth with the board. Manners now. It's going to be a foul committed by Alimi, a blocking foul, referee says. Head coach Candy Manning not happy with that call.
Alimi's done all the little things. She's only got 3 points, but she has 2 steals, 2 rebounds, a turnover. Just, you know, creating all the little things. Obviously, points are obviously something that stands out, but her other stats have been pretty phenomenal here this afternoon.
Alimi. That's going to be an illegal screen. Plivchich getting there a step too late. And a turnover here by St. Jude's.
Someone we really saw dominate the court for Orangeville was Emma Firth, who's actually played for Team Ontario at the Canada game. She had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a game-high 12 points, going 2 from 3 from beyond the perimeter. She was really good, has the shot there. That one is just a short.
That's off the mark. Christopher again goes up and would not be denied. Third time's a charm, and now Orangeville with the 40-39 lead.
I'd mentioned I'd like Orangeville to give her the ball, and they do there. She's now tied for a game-high 12 points with that bucket.
Here's Grant. No good. Plivchich goes back up. Friendly roll around the rim. Surface trying to get the steal, but now Manners has her on her hip. Manners uses the Christopher screen. Thought about the mid-range, gonna kick it to the corner instead, and that is a swish. Good shot there by Sierra Cahoon. Feels like every bucket's a lead change.
Yeah, right, that was first point of the game there from Cahoon, who her second three-pointer, that one, perfect.
Surface, she's gonna fire, no good. Christopher board. Pushing the pace. Christopher gonna go all the way through the contact with the left-hand finish. Makes this a 2-possession game. Orangeville up 45-41. Surface to Plivchich. Now back to Surface. Step back 3. Surface! Butter!
Surface looking to get her game going, only 3 points till that point, now up to 6. She was second in scoring behind Sophie Munn yesterday. If St. Jude's gonna want to continue to go bucket for bucket with Orangeville, she's got to pick it up a little bit.
Manners can't get that mid-range to fall, and a foul here committed by Cumberbatch. Couple of subs here. Sophie Munn coming in for St. Jude's. On the other side, Leah Firth and Miley Ginto coming in for Orangeville. Alimi will inbound for St. Jude's. Check that. It seems as though Sophie Munn will stay on the bench, at least for now. Blocking foul called there against Orangeville. And now Munn will come in for Surface. Looks as though coach just wanted an extra word there with Sophie Munn. Munn from the mid-range, passes it to Alimi. Alimi loses it and picked up by Christopher. Manners. Uses the Christopher screen. Nice move there. Pass down low to Firth. Firth in the middle of the paint. Now to the other Firth. And Firth fires. No good. Plivchich board. Gets it to Grant. Grant pushing the pace. Crosses half court. Grant gonna go. Pass it to Ife. Ife goes up. Right hand finger roll. Nice team play there. Good chemistry from the young girls.
Ife's really had a tidy game as well. That's her 6th point of the morning, but she has 3 blocks and 6 rebounds.
Christopher, left hand push shot, no. And St. Jude's get the ball back. They're up 46-45. 5:11 remains here in the third quarter.
And they got the lead here, Anthony, but the question is, they've been able to have it a couple times this game, but can they build on it?
Seems as though neither team's been able to. Plivchich falls on top of it. They're gonna say jump ball. And St. Jude's gonna keep it. Alimi inbounding. Turnover there, stolen by Cahoon. Cahoon gonna go all the way, blocked by Plivchich. Alimi now, passes it up ahead to Munn. Munn spins, goes up, no. And Orangeville gonna get it back. Looked like both Alimi and Ife were there for the offensive rebound, just couldn't both grab onto it, and it goes out of bounds off of their fingers. Now Cahoon to Cumberbatch. Manners, wide open, down low, passes it off. Cumberbatch goes up, Cahoon goes up. No, Munn now. Let's see if they can build on their 1-point lead. Grant stops, goes back up off the glass, now a 3-point game. Davina Grant.
Great play. Yeah, great play there by Grant. Gets the jump to go on the defender and has a bunch of open space in front of her.
And that is some beautiful cutting there. Good job by Leah Firth finding the open space, and Layla Christopher finding the open teammate. Grant now. To Plivchich, back to Grant. Grant kicks it to Alimi. Loses it momentarily, but gets it back. Alimi, she's gonna drive, pass down low to Ife. Ife hounded, surrounded, and Manners takes it.
Just eliminated every single passing option there until the only option was turn it over.
Cahoon drives, gets it to Christopher. Sidestep mid-range, yes. Lead now back to Orangeville, 49-48.
We've seen a lot of Christopher's buckets drop just right under the rim. That one shows off the mid-range there. She's up to 12 points.
Reach-in foul here committed by Leah Firth. Check that. They're going to say the foul's going to go against Sierra Cahoon. Sub coming in here. Sierra Surface checking into the game along with Alicia Money. On the other side, Miley Ginto checks in. Grant, right hand layup. Again, that seems to be her bread and butter the entire day. I think I've seen her do that a few times now, just beating her defender with the right hand.
Maybe it's a little deception too, a change of pace where she kind of gets defenders to get caught sleeping and just takes it right to the rim.
Cumberbatch's three spilled out. Grant now
50-49, St. Jude's. Grant fires and off the mark is that three. Orangeville gonna inbound. Nobody home to inbound though.
Not sure who wants it.
I think it was more so who just wants to bring the ball up. Nobody wanted to inbound it. Ginto. Doubled. Ball is deflected, gonna stay with Orangeville, but good defense by St. Jude's. There's 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Orangeville gonna keep possession here. Ginto again with it. Pass stolen away by Grant. Looks like she stepped out of bounds.
Good thought process there by Grant. Saw the Hail Mary in the air floating there. Decides to pick it off. Just steps out of bounds. Still disrupts the offense, though. Only 4 to go in the shot clock here, Anthony.
4 seconds remains on the shot clock. Here's a nice out of bounds play. That three is off the mark, off the hands of St. Jude's. They're gonna stay, and Orangeville will get a fresh 14. Substitute coming in now. Maya Manners checking into the game for Orangeville. Ciara Cahoon will take a seat. Ginto inbounding. Nice play there, Firth to Ginto. That, unfortunately, goes out of bounds. But that inbounds play there, I've seen it a few times now. They inbound it right there to the big fella down low, and then the inbounder just pops to the corner for an open look. Now, sometimes they've taken that shot, sometimes they haven't, but it seems to be working there for this Orangeville prep team.
Yeah, it's worked a lot early in the game as well, where they've had a lot of looks at open threes. I think they've decided to shoot it less as the game has gone on due to St. Jude's defense adjusting, but the looks are definitely there.
Here comes Firth now. It's a steal by Orangeville. Ginto loses it, and now Munn picks it up. Munn gonna pop the midi. Popped it, she does.
I think majority of the time to expect someone to take it to the rim, but when you're as good a shooter as Sophie Munn, you can pull it from anywhere.
Ginto responds and ties this game at 52 apiece. Now Grant. Creating space, ball poked away. Ball played up ahead to Emma Firth. Firth goes up, right hand layup, spills out. Munn now. Pass to Ife. Ife drives, right hand layup, too strong. Ball played out of bounds, and St. Jude's gonna get another chance at another shot.
That's back-to-back missed layups on the court, Anthony. You would expect this game to be 54 apiece, but we stay at 52.
Yeah, it's those easy ones. Sometimes when you have too much space, that gets in your head a little bit. I know that happens to me all the time. I can't make a layup for my life.
That would probably make 2 of us. It happens to me quite often, unfortunately.
Well, see, that's why we're behind the camera and not in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
Court. Surface. It's going to be a foul here against Orangeville. St. Jude's to inbound. Now Surface, wide open mid-range shot, gets it to in. And now St. Jude's back up 54-52, under 50 seconds left in this third quarter. Ginto just hit the three in the previous possession. Swings it to Firth. Firth fires, Firth short. It's gonna be partially blocked, they say, and Orangeville will get another chance. 9 seconds left on the shot clock, 36.2 on the game clock.
Yeah, Emma Firth has gone a tad bit cold during the third quarter, had 12 points coming into the second half, still hasn't found any more.
Ginto again! Excuse me, that's Manners this time. Oh gosh, back-to-back three-pointers here for Orangeville. Excuse me, Maya Manners, I should learn my manners and get your name right. Good job here, Surface pass inside to Ife. Ife down low, nice play there. St. Jude's up 56-55. Manners. Pass to Ginto. Ginto to Firth. Firth driving. 3 seconds. Here's Manners again. Manners at the buzzer! Gets the three back-to-back three-pointers. Maya Manners scorching hot. That does it for the third quarter. It's 58-56. Orangeville regained the lead, but the fourth quarter coming up close. Make sure you stay tuned because, man, this is some good basketball we got.
You guys got to be aggressive. 6 minutes left. It's a 13-point game. Okay, this is the time. Now's the time.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
Fourth quarter underway. It's the first game of the day. St. Jude's versus Orangeville. Orangeville with a three at the buzzer by Maya Manners. She went back-to-back. It's 58-56. Ginto, mid-range, short. Kraus, rebound. Surface. This fourth quarter here, it's only a 2-point game. Surface wide open underneath. Nobody picked her up, Jacob. What happened?
Just let her go right down the middle. I think everybody was kind of looking at their potential task of a defender, potentially playing man-on-man, and just right down the middle. No, someone's got to pick her up, got to collapse through the paint. Surface it, thank you very much, easy layup.
Game now tied at 58 apiece. Both of these teams have had leads, but never really an exponential lead, never really a big lead. This fourth quarter is kind of what it comes down to, obviously. What do you expect to see here, Jacob, by both of these teams? There's a turnover here, but, you know, to really bring themselves farther away and trying to build on a big lead, what do you think these girls got to do? Excuse me.
Well, it's hard to say because both these teams are right now going blow for blow. They're doing identical things. They're having equal possessions. It's just going to be which team, honestly, could just make more of their shots. They're both getting good looks, but they're capitalizing about half the time. Who is going to make the big shots in big-time moments?
St. Jude's gets a steal. Alimi there, now Munn. The big game yesterday gets it into Kraus. Kraus gets the ball poked. They're going to call a foul on the ground. Cumberbatch not agreeing with that one. Nonetheless, the first foul of the fourth quarter goes against Orangeville.
Now for Kraus in the paint. No points for Kraus through the first 3 quarters. Does have 4 rebounds, though.
Munn fires from deep. Yes! Connects on the 3-ball.
Brings her to a game high of 16 points, Anthony. We mentioned she shot 19 threes yesterday, only 10, but has already made 4. So just under 50%. It's sitting at a 40 right now.
Sophie Munn having an excellent game, both scoring and efficiency-wise. Pass inside, gets it to the corner. Firth gonna fire the 3, can't respond. Money with the rebound, draws the foul, and it goes against Cumberbatch.
Just a hustle play there from Money. Gets to the ball early. The opponent is also aggressive, commits the foul, and because of that, she gets her team a free inbound and some room to breathe here when they bring out the ball.
Here comes Layla Christopher checking back into the game, but this is 2 early fouls in just over a minute of play in the fourth quarter. Orangeville got to be careful they don't get themselves into a bonus situation against St. Jude's. That mid-range off the mark. Christopher, immediate rebound, and another foul. Boy, lots of fouls here in this fourth quarter. That's the first one against St. Jude's, though.
Just leaving it all out on the floor. Obviously, when you play 3 quarters of basketball, some tension's going to build up, so we'll see if it potentially boils over here now that we're in the fourth.
Manners scored the last 6 points for Orangeville. They trail by 3. Ginto to the corner. Firth. Pass to Ginto. Looks like she stole it from her own teammate. Manners thought about it. Back to Firth. Back up to the other Firth. Has to put up a jumper. Mid-range. Bounces off the front of the rim. Ginto and Money there fighting for it. Money coming away with it. Here's Alimi. Pass is deflected. They're going to say out of bounds off of Orangeville, and St. Jude's going to get an inbound underneath the basket.
It's a great play there by Ginto. She recognized at the very last second where that pass was trying to connect to, puts her arm out, and deflects it out of play.
Munn from the corner. Munn once more. She's 5 for 11 from deep, up to 19.
All it takes is a couple for Sophie Munn to get hot, and she's feeling it right now. This could be the difference maker here in the fourth.
Foul there, a couple of free throws coming for Leah Firth. Now a 6-point game, St. Jude's largest lead of the day, thanks to a Sophie Munn trifecta.
2 fouls going the St. Jude way after you initially said, Anthony, you're concerned about Orangeville's fouls. They've tied it up at 2, only just over 2 minutes here in the fourth quarter. So now it's a question if either of these teams will find themselves in foul trouble getting to the later stages of the fourth.
Firth goes 1 for 2 from the line. 5-point game. Surface. Gives it to Kraus. Hand off to Surface. Surface drives, gets it to Alimi. She's going to lose it out of bounds. And it looks like that little poke by Leah Firth just disrupted things enough to cause a turnover.
That's all.
Orangeville get the ball back.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Alimi out of rhythm. Just slowly but surely loses it. Definitely something that hurts the confidence.
Manners. To Ginto. Ginto trapped in the corner, poked away by Alimi. Marilla Plivchich checking into the game for Kraus. Ginto inbounding. Gets it to the corner. Leah Firth from 3, no. Munn board. Munn. Crossover, step back. Munn, short this time. Ginto. Gonna fire a 3 of her own. Ginto, no. Christopher, offensive rebound, goes up with the right, yes.
Heavy play there by Christopher in the paint. She's got St. Jude hands all around her, rips through them and puts it up.
Surface kicks it. Munn open. Munn, no, not this time. Again, Surface though, offensive rebound. But an open look as you can get for Sophie Munn. Just couldn't get it to go. Surface is rejected. And Christopher letting her know.
Phenomenal defensive play there by Christopher in the paint. She has the mismatch with the offensive player Surface, obviously quite a bit shorter than Christopher, and an easy block there.
Alimi sets her feet, fires and connects again. Another 3 for this St. Jude's team. They're pouring it on here in the fourth quarter from deep. Manners inside to Christopher. Ball poked away, back to Manners. Manners in the corner, Manners off the glass, no. Ginto, trapped. Ginto off her leg, it's a turnover. St. Jude's gets the ball back. One excellent defense by Alicia Money and Sophie Munn.
They were able to corner Ginto into the corner with the double team, and that just forced her to scramble a little bit off her footing out of bounds. That's a great defensive stop there by St. Jude's.
Surface to Plivchich. Foul there, Christopher commits it. Third foul. Only one more to give. After that, it's free throws. Alimi inbounding. Surface, gets it. Mid-range, Surface, too strong. And now Cahoon. And there's a foul, 3 fouls apiece. Called against Alimi, she picks that one up. So both teams only one more foul to give with 5:53 remaining. It's a 6-point game here. St. Jude's with the lead.
The ref's calling a very tight game here in the fourth quarter, something we didn't really see in the first 3, as no team, I believe this might be the first time we see bonus in this game, with both teams already at 3 apiece.
Ginto to Manners, now to Firth. Pass to Manners, beautiful play there, but off the mark was Manners. Surface, gets the handoff. Surface spins, stops, nice pass down low to Munn, not enough. And now Firth gets it up to Manners. To the corner, Ginto, pump fakes, drives, reverse lay, foul, gonna go to the line. A couple of free throws coming for Miley Ginto.
And with the way this game is slowly but surely be swinging now with St. Jude's with their biggest lead of the ball game up by 6, these free throws with just over 5 minutes left to go are pretty crucial. And we'll see if Ginto, who's showcased that she does have a very good shooting capability, if can connect on these ones.
Ginto at the line. Connects on the first. Trying to bring this Orangeville team back into it.
First free throws of the game as well for Ginto.
Misses a second. However, now Orangeville in the bonus the rest of the way. Plivchich gets the lead pass. Nice play there. Spin, hook, 7-point lead now, 69-62. Here's Cahoon. Cahoon passes to Firth. Firth left open from deep. Off the glass! Off the glass, Emma Firth.
Those are her first points here of the second half, Anthony, after she went cold in the third quarter. And did she call back? We'll never know, but it still goes in.
Who cares? The bank's open anytime. Plivchich, offensive rebound again, tipped it. Her third offensive rebound goes up. How about that? Would not give up on that basket as Marilla Plivchich gets the bucket. Jab step here, Cahoon to Ginto. Ginto fires, Ginto connects! Boy, Orangeville, they're catching fire from beyond the arc. It's a one-possession game, 71-68. 4:04 left to play. Surface. Looking for something. Kicks it out to Grant. Grant goes up with the right. Once more, Davina Grant with the right-handed layup.
Both offenses firing on all cylinders here. It's going to be an offensive battle the rest of the game.
Firth open again from deep! Emma Firth! Once more. It's a 2-point game now. Trading threes for 2 seems to be working for Orangeville. They've cut this lead all the way down from 7 to 2. Surface crosses half court. Foul there by Christopher. Neither team with any more fouls to give, so it's both ways bonus. 3:24 left.
What an ending we're about to witness here, Anthony. I'm so excited as both these teams have just ramped it up to 100%. Everything is connecting right now. The question is, which team will make it sustainable for the rest of the game?
And there's going to be an offensive foul there. Orangeville get the ball back. Seems as though a timeout has been called. Orangeville, they're going to want to talk things over, try and tie this game up. But man, this is coming down to the wire. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
.324 remains. Orangeville with the ball, trail by 2. 73-71. It's been a three-point onslaught by both of these teams here in the fourth quarter. Neither team with any fouls to give. Ginto drives, kicks. Firth now, she drives, kicks it to the corner. Here's a three. Orangeville off the mark. Grant, get it. Cahoon was unable to connect. Munn trying to get there, does. Munn to Grant. St. Jude slowing things down. Ball tipped, Munn with it. Munn open, down low. What a play by Sophie Munn. Looked like she was about to dribble to the opposite corner, said, no, I'll just turn right back around and get Soleil. It's a 4-point game. Cahoon fires from 2. Can't get it to drop. Ife, rebound. Grant goes over her head, only for a moment. Now Surface. Getting it to Plivchich. Fouls on the ground, however, it's a bonus situation, so free throws coming for Marilla Plivchich as Leah Firth is checking into the game.
Foul looks to be against Maya Manners, who had the back to Plivchich in the paint. She's got her hands a bit too close in. Got a tap on the wrist. We'll have a timeout called from St. Jude's. We're looking to talk things over as we enter crunch time. It's a 75-71 lead for St. Jude's.
We're back, folks. I'm Anthony Marinoff. Alongside me is Jacob Ewing. St. Jude's at the free throw line is Marilla Plivchich. A chance to tack on a couple more points. Maybe make this a 6-point game.
Yeah, big free throws here from Plivchich. St. Jude's have had the lead the majority of this fourth quarter and have been able to build on it a tad bit. But now with a 5-point difference, just looking to add even more insurance heading into crunch time, and with that one, keeps it a 2-possession game with that miss.
Munn goes back up, and it's now a 3-possession game. 7-point lead for St. Jude. She's up to 23 points. Manners looking for something, and it's a turnover. Her and Ginto not on the same page. Ginto went for the cut. Manners thought she'd be there for the 3. And it's starting to look a lot harder for Orangeville to come back into this game. Surface grabs it. Plivchich down low, back up. Plivchich can't get it to drop. Almost did, but now Firth with it. Firth fires. No. Again, another open look. About as good a look you can get in crunch time, but could not connect.
She shot at the beginning of the shot clock, though, so it doesn't kill a lot of time. Just under 2 minutes to go now.
Surface gets it over somehow. Grant calling for a Plivchich screen. Grant, guarded by Christopher. Grant goes up with the right, and that's blocked once more by Christopher. My goodness, that just another amazing block by Layla Christopher.
We've seen many times this game, Davina Grant create herself open lanes due to her speed, but this time with the mismatch, Christopher being 6'1", Grant's 5'6", an easy block.
Stolen there by Firth. Firth gets it up to Manners. Manners thought about the three, resets. Ginto fires. Ginto! 4-point game. Surface. This Orangeville Prep defense is really taking a step up. Bodies dropping, bodies flying. Pass inside. Ife. That ball, turnover again. Orangeville gonna get the ball back. 60 seconds left.
And just 30 seconds ago, it felt like St. Jude's was gonna take this game away after a miss from Orangeville. But then you see it just now, moments ago. It's a turnover from St. Jude's. It's a 4-point game, Anthony. It's gonna come down right to the end. Timeout called. 4 points the difference with just over a minute to go.
Welcome back, folks. This is day 2 of Nationals. In the consolation bracket, Orangeville Prep, they trail by 4, 78-74 with 1 minute exactly to go. Ball will be inbounded in the front court. Ginto to inbound, gets it to Manners. Manners, back to Ginto. Ginto gonna fire. Ginto can't get it. There's Ife with the board. Surface. Gets it to Grant. Surface now. To Plivchich. Plivchich past the Surface. Stolen by Manners. Manners to Ginto. Has to look for a 3. Christopher gonna fire. Christopher, no good. Ife tracks it down. Grant gets it. Foul committed there by Manners, and it's going to be a couple of free throws. Man, a couple of threes there, had the chances, just couldn't connect on either of them. And looks like St. Jude's just might come away with this win.
Yeah, it looked like Orangeville with that initial turnover it was from Manners, turns it up the court. An open look there from beyond the perimeter from Christopher, couldn't connect, and he had to get a foul here with under 20 seconds to go.
Grant can't make the first. Doesn't make either of them. Still makes this game interesting. Ginto down low, goes up. Ginto with the 2, 13.6 left. Timeout called by St. Jude's. It's still a lead for St. Jude's. They're up 78-76. But with this stellar defense by Orangeville, they could cause a turnover, maybe miss some free throws by St. Jude's. This game still has life, ladies and gents. We'll be right back to finish it off.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
.6 seconds left in this game. Orangeville just got the steal, got the two, made it a one-possession game. Jacob, what's got to happen here?
Well, they're on defense right now, so the first thing they got to do is turn the ball over. And if time gets ticking even more, you got to cause a foul and get St. Jude to the line.
And that's going to be a foul there. It looked like Grant might have gone over and back if there was no foul there.
It was close.
Break.
It was close for sure. As Munn threw it in right to the half-court line. It's a risky play, but I guess it does work off. And we did see Grant miss 2 critical free throws moments ago. Even bigger moment here, Anthony.
Grant makes the first, so at least now it's a 3-point game. If she makes this, it's a 2-possession game again. But if she misses, Orangeville has a chance. Off the mark, Christopher, rebound. Doubled, Ginto. Gets it to Manners. Manners from deep, no! Firth goes up with the left, gets the ball in. 79-78, timeout called by Orangeville Prep. 2.2 seconds left, but oh goodness, we could be seeing something crazy here. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Welcome to the new era of basketball. They doubted you. They overlooked you. They didn't believe in you. But now, everything changes. No more sidelines. No more being underrated. No more sleeping. It's time for your game to speak. NPA has traveled the world. We've connected with the top players. We've built this stage. And now, it's time. Time for the game to rise. Time for you to rise. Time for the basketball world to wake up. Welcome to the new era of basketball.
Folks, 2.2 seconds left. Orangeville still with a timeout, so a chance to foul here and get the ball back. But it needs to be, and there it is. There's the foul, so 0.9 seconds left. Now here, if you're St. Jude's, obviously you want to make the first one, no doubt about that. But on the second one, do you miss it intentionally? There's only 1.3 left. Or do you try and make it a 3-point game, let Orangeville call a timeout? What do you think, Jacob?
Honestly, I would probably miss the second one. You got Plivchich down there as well. As Ife, 2 really good rebounders. You honestly just head right to the boards and try to mess things up.
But hold on, she missed it poorly. She didn't hit the rim. So the clock is gonna go back to 1.3. Orangeville are gonna get to use their timeout, and it's a 2-point game. Boy, you try to miss it on purpose, but not like that. You can't, you gotta at least hit the rim. Wow.
That is a rough look, and you know what, Anthony, that keeps this at a 2-point game, meaning that they don't have to go for the 3 here. They could take it anywhere they want.
we might be in for an insane finish. It is March. There is madness. Let's see if there's madness here today, this morning at Humber. We'll be right back.
You guys got to be aggressive. 6 minutes left. It's a 13-point game. Okay, this is the time. Now's the time. Stay focused.
We have another second team all-star.
Last breath here, last gasp effort for Orangeville. Emma Firth will inbound. Christopher on the floor along with Leah Firth, Miley Ginto, and Maya Manners. Manners up top. Manners from deep off the mark. A good look, but could not get it to fall. That does it. St. Jude's comes away with the 80-78 win. A grit and grind win all the way to the very end. It was a nail biter, but they come away with the dub here in the first game of the consolation bracket.
Just great adjustment from St. Jude's throughout this entire game after, honestly, Orangeville took a 12-point lead in the first quarter, and I thought they were going to run away with it. But slowly but surely, St. Jude's turned the tide. Their defense was strong, able to not give the same looks that Orangeville found early on in the game. And while the offense was just consistent, a lot more depth today than we saw yesterday's game by St. Jude's, and overall pull off a very well-rounded victory, a tight one, only by 2 points.
St. Jude's come away with this win, led by yours truly, Sophie Munn, number 1. She had 23 points following up her 36-point performance yesterday. A great game from her. On the other side, we saw lots of great plays, but it was Emma Firth leading the way with 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Lots of scoring all around. This game ends 80-78. St. Jude's takes the win. My name is Anthony Marinoff. Alongside me, Jacob Ewing. Our first game of the day. It's been a pleasure, but we'll see you more throughout this day for some more WNPA basketball.
They've been sleeping tons of. Wake up, wake up. Wake up is a new day, new era. Lights on, game loud, move clearer. They slept too long, now the storm got nearer. Wake up, look in the mirror. Wake up, you feel that shift in the air. Stardust burn, old crew in the flare. What's gonna shake when the dreamers declare? Wake up, we already here. Wake up, wake up. Cold floors, no name on the list. We built from the shadows, can't sleep on this. Every miss was a spark, now the flames exist. Universe are aligned, can't resist the twist. They hit snooze while we built in the dark. Now we run plays with celestial